I'm joined now by the Chief of the Saskatoon Police Service, Cam McBride. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for coming in today. I wanted to talk specifically about, I don't know if you call them hot zones or problem areas, certain areas in the city there where crime just seems to be more prevalent. Maybe it's a block, maybe it's a parking lot or something. Is there any way that you kind of keep track of those or know where those are?
Yeah, we sure do. We keep track of statistics all the time. They're uploaded into our system, and then we utilize what we call a heat map in order to identify where problem areas are or where significant changes are occurring within certain neighborhoods or specific locations, and we're monitoring that all the time.
Okay, so what are some courses of action? I'm not going to ask you where these hotspots are, but if there is something that's showing up a little hotter than perhaps used to be on the heat map, what do you think? What are you thinking about when that happens?
Well, sometimes there's been a change to the location, like there's been a particular business that's now in that area, or sometimes the closure of a business can also create issues for us. We look at congregations of people and also crime prevention through environmental design. So are there things in the environment that we can change? And then sometimes it's just a matter of inserting some periodic intermittent police presence to deal with the circumstance that's ongoing in a place. And so it's always looking at the specifics of the circumstance and trying to cater some kind of a response to make a difference there.
Any places hot enough where you just post an officer? Like constant surveillance?
That has happened in the past, for sure. But yeah, it's always very individual based on the circumstance and what's happening. But we do know, based on evidence and based on research, that intermittent police presence in an area does have an impact, particularly on social disorder and other elements of crime. So, we're all constantly looking for best practices and what we can do that's evidence-based.
Okay, let's talk about recruiting. We have talked about that a few times in this space, and there is an effort coming up. This is a regular thing. It's called Explore, and it is looking at getting, I think, more women into the emergency services fields.
Absolutely. And, particular to policing, it has historically been a male-dominated profession. And women have a very unique skill set that's very well suited to policing. And so we're constantly looking for qualified women to join our ranks. And Explore really provides exposure to emergency services that's geared predominantly towards young women. And it's amazing. The energy, the enthusiasm is just contagious. And we love doing it every year.
Okay, and it is on May 8th this year, and it's not just for police, right? There are several different avenues in the emergency field.
Yeah, we've had police, fire, and medical, emergency medical, and just exposure to things, hands-on opportunities, and the ability to meet women in those fields, just to provide mentorship and encouragement.
Okay, so if you're curious at all, this is your opportunity. Check out the link that we're putting on your screen right now and go explore something maybe for your future. And Chief Cam McBride, I thank you for a few minutes this morning.
Thank you.